Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dugout Podcast. My name is Adetola Oluwaseyi Roberts, and this is the Breakdown Corner. Yes, it's another exciting weekend in the world of sports, the world of football, the world of basketball. It's been a very enjoyable weekend for lovers of football and lovers of basketball alike. And in basketball, I'm talking about the BAL. Yes, the Basketball Africa League. It just finished in Rwanda over the weekend. And our dear Hoopers, yes, they made it to the semi-finals where they lost to Hali. Narrowly, well, not really narrowly at the end of the day if you look at the scoreline, but the game went to overtime. So I can say, yes, it was a narrow defeat because they could have won it in regulation time, but they didn't see it through. So the game went to overtime, and then Al-Ahly were able to create a 9-point lead that was eventually cut down to 5 at the end. But it is what it is. Our boys tried, they showed well, and I was impressed. This is our best. This is Nigeria's any club in Nigeria's best showing in the tournament so far, if I'm not mistaken. And we need to look at a couple of things in the tournament. First of all, congratulations to Coach Ogo Odaudu. He won the coach of the tournament. And yes, personally, my own personal belief is in a tournament, if you win the tournament, you're the best coach of the tournament. But then there are other things that are being looked at, other things that are being factored into making these decisions, looking at like the style of play, the caliber of players, so many things that they factor in before they choose the best coach of any tournament per se. But I still believe that whoever wins the tournament is the best coach, is the best team. But I digress. So looking at the tournament per se, I got some things that I jotted down here. So the first thing I would like to look at is the players that played for Rivers Hoopers, because that's my focus anyway, my main focus. So the likes of the same people I mentioned in the last video anyway, Amayo, Perry, and Eke. Those three guys, they've been consistent throughout the tournaments. Even when they were inconsistent, we expected them to be inconsistent in a way, but they've shown that they are very good players. They're professionals, and they really wanted to win this tournament, and it showed even in the third place game. And I would like to say that probably it's coaching, or maybe it's just the way some of these players play. But they chose to live and die by the 3-point line. So it I wouldn't say completely. That's what cost us in the semifinals, but it was part of the reason why I believe we didn't win the semifinal, because there were some 3-point shots that the players were taking that I felt that it should have actually gone for a better high percentage shot, like take a mid-range or try and drive it to the basket. But a lot of them, especially Amayo, settled a lot more often than not for the 3-point shot. I think he just has that belief in him that if I'm free, if I take that shot, it's going in. It didn't work in the semi-finals, at least not as much as it could have. In the third place match, it was lights out. The threes were just dropping from everybody. Perry, Wilkins. I didn't mention Wilkins, but Wilkins for me is the unsung hero of that team. He was like the Mr. Professional, Mr. Fundamental kind of. You don't look at him like a superstar player in terms of the way he looks when he plays the game. But if you watch him and watch his contribution to the game, you understand that this guy is a baller. And he showed throughout the tournament also. For me, he's the unsung hero. He's the one that people don't really talk about much. But if you watch their games back to back, you will know that Wilkins is a baller, bona fide baller. I'll say that. And yes, we all know that. We all know what Will Perry brings to the table, and he showed throughout the tournament, from the qualifying stage to the tournament proper, the playoffs proper. He showed, and he balled out. Even in the third place game, we could see how good these guys, all these the foreign additions into the team, you could see how good they were. So I'll say that. But now brings me back to the last point I made in the last video. The thing with this BAL now is that it's over. Yeah, BAL is over right now. So what next? The home-based hoopers are coming back home. The foreign-based players, I don't know how long their contract is for, if they're going to be part of the hoopers team going forward. I actually highly doubt it, but nothing is impossible. So what next now? for the Nigerian basketball scene? What next? Because most leagues, some leagues are running up, some leagues are starting. So what next for Nigerian basketball? BAL is over right now. There's not much we're going to talk about, because throughout the last 2 months thereabout, it was the BAL. Go online, every handle that has to do with Nigerian basketball was talking about Basketball African League. Now it's over. What next for the Nigerian basketball scene? Because we need our league to be up and running. We need to know exactly what's happening. If not, this same situation will always come back. It's going to be a rinse and repeat situation where next year BAL is around the corner and then we do the same thing again. These home-based hoopers need to, and not just them, other teams, Kwara Falcons, Giddy Giants, Legends, and all these teams, Kano Pillars and co. They need games. They need consistent, competitive basketball to be ready for tournaments like BAL. That cannot be. We can't neglect that fact. So what next? There's so many things, so many rumors, so many news flying that I can't really confirm. So I won't really talk about them. But some of them are actually good news. But the thing is, it's just what we are hearing. Nobody is actually saying. Nothing is being shown as fact that it's going to happen. So I really pray that all these things I've been hearing, they do happen. Then you can now come here and talk about them. But for now, it's hearsay, so I really can't go on hearsay. But what I would love to happen is for the league to come on, even if for 4 months. Let's start it. As in, I understand that there are lots of teams in Nigeria, so logistically, it might not be okay for every team to be involved in one league. But we can do what the NPFL did some years back, where it was where the league was given a new format then. 2 conferences, or let's say 2 divisions. Not 2 divisions, but 2 different brackets for the same division, in order to accommodate all the teams that can play and have them play. The ones that are closer to the southwest and south to play themselves, and then the ones north central and the north will also get to play themselves. That way, at the end of the day, the top 2 teams of each table will then go for the playoffs. So if you can do that, I think that would be okay too. But the thing is that whatever it is we choose to do, whatever it is the Nigerian Basketball Federation choose to do, it needs to be done fast and it needs to be done very, very well, so that these basketballers can have competitive basketball games. I play basketball 2 times, sometimes 3 times. I'm lucky a week. I'm in Surulere, very close to the stadium. I go to the stadium. I see a lot of players that have played the league before. They come to work out. They try as much as possible to stay fit, to stay on top of their game. But a lot of these games are not competitive. What is happening right now is that a lot of guys in basketball right now are beginning to come up with competitions, not professional competitions anyway, friendly competitions amongst themselves, to keep a lot of these players sharp, fit, ready, to keep them at a competitive state, so that when the time comes for them to even go for scouting or go for trials and everything, they will be ready, at least to a certain degree, to be able to compete. Because pickup basketball is pickup basketball. Everybody comes to play, and depending on my mood, I might decide to just have fun, nothing competitive. But if there's competitive basketball for these players on a regular basis, the game will be different. The likes of Louis Edem, the likes of Crown Elite, this competition come in maybe once or twice a year. It is not enough. It's good. These guys are trying, but it is not enough. They need a lot more competitive basketball. And that is where the league needs to come in. It's been a long time since we had a very, very professionally run league in Nigeria. It needs to come back. That is an undeniable fact. It needs to come back. Well, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our channel. We're still growing. We're still trying to hit the 500 mark, where we give away a couple of these. But right now, we're still about 150 subscribers short. But hopefully, we'll get there. We'll get there very soon. And before I go off this segment about basketball, I need to just touch. The NBA Finals is starting in a couple of days, and it's the Dallas Mavericks from the West against the Boston Celtics from the East. Celtics have been to the finals, yes, they've been to the final once, but they've been to the conference final 5 times. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they have to win this one. I mean, they've already been seen as chokers. If they go and lose this one again, then definitely the tag will be it will be like a permanent stigma to their careers until they win a title. And I don't think they will see any better opportunity like that now. The problem is though, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving are on the Dallas Mavericks, and those two guys are playing out unbelievable basketball right now. I will not look at that team and say anybody will beat them. My personal favorite, my personal pick is the Boston Celtics in 6 games. But then again, there's Luka Magic and then there's Kyrie. So honestly, those two guys can win this championship for the Dallas Mavericks. For me, if Dallas is going to win it, it's probably been 6 games also. I see this series going 6 games. My personal pick, Boston Celtics in 6. And there's no sweep. I don't think anybody is sweeping anybody in this finals. It's not going to be possible for anybody to sweep anybody. But then again, game 1 is in a couple of days, so we shall see. Like I said, like, share, subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel, our very, very young channel. I mean, we need the support. We need it. This is my hand. Subscribe. See, I'm not a very proud person, or maybe I could be proud, but I'm not proud when it comes to this one. Subscribe to our channel, like, share with your friends, share with your family. Drop your comments, whatever you think about the NBA finals, about the Nigerian basketball scene. What do you think? What do you think the NBBF should do? What do you think Nigerian basketball should do? What do you think the Nigerian sports scene should be like? Just drop your comments, and I'm sure I'm going to engage you. And if you have any suggestions or any topic you like us to discuss here on the Dugout, just let us know. Drop it in the comment section. We are ready. We are here to learn, and we also listen to our subscribers, our viewers, and everything. And also, let me apologize for Theo not being around for the past couple of weeks thereabout. Man has been busy, and I won't lie, the hustle is real. So we try as much as possible to just drop content, at least even if it's once a week. But like I said, like, share, subscribe on the Dugout Podcast.